Evening YouTubers, miserable day out, so only one thing to do, discuss archery tabs versus gloves and drink tea. So, tabs and gloves, why are they important? Well, for a start, they protect your fingers against the string. That's their main point. I've seen people with lighter poundage bows, sort of 80, 20 pound bows, not use a tab. However, with a 60 pound bow, 65 pound bow, my fingers really hurt if I don't use a tab. So the idea is you wear a tab like so, string inside, fingers wrap around, and because you've got leather there, you've got that little bit extra protection against the string. Otherwise you get sort of wear on your fingers and it hurts a lot. Also a tab, because it's smooth, allows for a nice release of the string. The string should slip off your fingers gently, allowing you to have a more accurate shot, and none of that string wobble I talked about in one of my other videos. Archery gloves, moving on to the glove quickly, similar sort of thing, except obviously built into your fingers, not a solid piece like a tab. Right, I started off with a tab, this tab in fact, and I really liked it. I mean, it's for beginners, I love the tab. So the idea with the tab is that you've only got this thin bit of leather there, it's not much protection, but it allows you to be quite intimate with the string. You can feel what the string's doing, you can feel the pressure on each of your fingers on the string, and that's really good. Also, because it's bare on the back, you can dig that anchor point in, like I talked about in one of my other videos, and really get a feel for what's happening with the string. So, tabs, really like them. Unfortunately, as I said, not great for protection. What I found when I was using my tabs was I was getting wear inside those fingers. You can see, because there's a little bit of a notch in it, that was enough for me to clip that finger, although probably more to do with my technique than anything else. But still, tabs, good. I started off with this tab, which is a right-handed tab. You can tell because one end will be really smooth and the other end not so much. So I had to use this tab the wrong way round, which might have played with my shot, but to be honest, when I first started longbow, it didn't really matter what I did, it was crap anyway. So yeah, that was really good, and that's good quality leather, no wear in it whatsoever, and that's probably a good 5 or 6 year old. Very good. This is what I moved to after I sort of like started getting the hang of it. And this, as you can see, is a little bit wrecked. This saw half a season, so it's not even that used. You can see actually all the dirt and grit from my fingers actually on it from outdoor shooting. This, again, even more intimate. I don't know if you can tell, but it's even thinner than the other one. It's quite hard to see. Problem being, it's a worse quality leather, so it really wrecked quick. But yeah, again, can't go wrong, but it really didn't do it for me. I thought, oh, get this, blah, blah. More for lighter poundage bows. You can get other ones, while I'm on the subject of tabs, you can get other ones that look kind of like this, but attached to a metal, almost platform that comes out here, if you can imagine. And the idea being is that when you're at full draw, you jam this platform under your chin, and for recurvers especially, it's a real good way of getting that perfect anchor point that you need. I'm not a fan of tabs in particular, mainly as I say from the protection issues. Plus, if you want to do anything with a tab, you've got to take it off, flick it back, and fiddly. So I moved on to a shooting glove. This one's a bear paw glove. I think it's deer skin or doe skin or whatever you call it. Real nice quality. Smells really lovely too, and it's a bit weird to say, but yeah, really nice. You can see the bear paw logo there and the deer the other side. And I've had this for a good season old now, and you can see just on the middle finger that little bit of wear there, nothing much at all. So the idea with this one is, got a watch on, but I'll be fine. Put your 3 fingers inside it and secure it in the back. This bit's a bit loose, but it's just meant to hold your fingers on. And the idea being with this is standard, draw, and shoot. Less intimate. That's the first thing I noticed when I started using a glove. You don't feel the string as much. It's more of a getting used to it job. And again, with your anchor point, because it's quite a clunky, heavy thing, you can't quite feel it when you start off, but you get used to it, just like anything else. But the protection this offers, I don't know if you can tell on there, but look at that leather. That is thick leather. Your fingers are fully encased. And with a heavier poundage bow, that's what you need. You just really need that protection, that confidence that you're going to let go of that string and nothing's going to harm you at all. So this really did it for me. Price difference. Right, so for a tab like that, I don't even know how much that one was. That came with my bow. I think I paid £2 for that. I had spare leather. I made some tabs that I left in the house because I just don't use them. In fact, I've given a couple away. Cheap as chips. They're just bits of leather with holes in it. You can, I mean, come on, whatever. You can make that. Anyone can make that. Get a bit of leather, chop it up, job done. You can't make one of those. Or at least I can't make one of those. So you're looking at a price from £1, maybe £2, £3 if the shop's expensive. I think I paid about 15, 16 quid for this. But again, £2-3 maybe that you're changing every half season. Should last me 5 years. Solid, feels comfortable, nice leather. All good archery shops, have a look. You can get them. While I'm on the subject of gloves again though, you can get ones that are like little tiny end finger bits, just sort of like where you can see the leather cut-offs to be, and then like string that holds it on. I've not used one, but my concern would be is how comfortable they are. I mean, this is absolutely gorgeous. I'd wear this in the cold, but yeah, debatable. I'd look into it a little bit, maybe talk to your local archery store if you're concerned about it. But nah, this thing is absolutely beautiful. I love it a bit. I say all good archery stores, brilliant. Finally, you can get, I don't have any to show you guys, I'm sorry. But, one of my further purchases will be archery gloves, winter gloves, which are basically the standard sort of gloves, but with leathered ends, sort of like that. And I think slightly thinner as well than the sort of like heavy puffy winter gloves you normally get. And they look really good. I don't know how they perform, but I imagine for outdoor shooting in winter, imagine toasty hands, archery dream. Anyway, that's all I've really got to say on that. I hope you've enjoyed and catch you guys later.